kickoff and get this one started. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you've got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit as he throws. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
What a great job by this defense. You get the 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in a great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
The offense set for a 1st down play. He's looking to throw it. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Notre Dame right back to the line. Motion from the offense. They'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball. Touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Snags it over the middle. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Trying to get the corner. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
3rd in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that 1st down, makes the big mistake.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Notre Dame lines up quickly. The give to the back. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Finds his man. It's Durham. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. On the option. He'll toss it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
The give out of the gun. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 14, South Carolina 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Now the play fake. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
That's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's complete. A huge pickup. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
This is a designed run. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Notre Dame right back to the line. He's looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
20, South Carolina.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it away.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Floats it out in space. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw it again. And the ball is intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Big time throw in that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He wants to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
He's got it. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. Fires to the big fella. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The back goes in motion. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Irish! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now on the move. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He's looking to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
32, South Carolina.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Pulls it in, it's Smith. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They're going to throw it again. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wide out in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Running with power. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
They feed him again. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, they go with a toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that ball is picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
He'll ride his man on the option. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive.
Trying to get behind the defense. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He'll take another shot here. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Got a man, it's Barnes. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll leave it with him. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets it to the back. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
He's got him this time. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. 3rd down play from the gun. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the route is on. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Snap in the shotgun. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Going up top on first down. He'll let one go down the right side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Looking to move it through the air. A little screen to the running back. Open space at the 25. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring it all.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming.
Let's go!
And they can't make the connection.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Wants to throw on first down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
On second down, they'll take to the air. Going for it all. Touchdown, Irish! And the stomping has commenced. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback keeps it. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
That's reeled in. It's Smith. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys? They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He'll just keep slinging it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
To the air on 1st down. He's going for the big play. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the pummeling has started.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This offense has struggled to get any rhythm going, and the only success they've had is throwing to this guy. So no question here in the second half, they're going to try to do that more often, but the defense knows it. Nice job there in coverage, making sure that one fell incomplete.
On second down, looking again to throw. He's going to fire deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll throw it on first down. He's got it. Past the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 10 to Sam Houston. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Trying to get to him. And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And he throws another interception. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Man, the offense rolls the dice. They want 6. They choose not to kick a field goal. They choose to be aggressive. And, man, do they make a big mistake. Throw the football, intercepted. Not only that, he takes it all the way back to the house. What a momentum swing in this football game.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's knocked down.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He wants to pass it on second down. And that pass picked off. Touchdown, Irish! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Awesome awareness by the D-lineman on this play. You just can't do it any better. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get there and get the sack, so he slowed himself down, got his hands in the air, plucks it out of mid-air, keeps his balance, and takes it in for 6.
It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period.
South Carolina, 13.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
Kick it off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down to start the drive after the break. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Leaves it with the running back. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now on the option. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Uncorks one. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Takes it the other way. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to his running back.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking for a huge play. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the punishment has been extended. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on. And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets to first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking for space. It's Everett. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Fires to the big fella. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
He'll take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He fires one deep over the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Quarterback checking the play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's going for it all. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
South Carolina, 13.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Motion from the offense. The give on the inside. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Everett. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Not in lockstep there with the receivers.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Keep up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
He's going to pass. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Yeah, I think if you're the head coach now, you start running the football. That's now the 2nd pick you've thrown in the 4th quarter. You've got the lead. It's time now to try to ice the game.
He wants to throw. On target over the middle. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Kennesaw State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks, and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 14 to Sam Houston. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's McDowell. They get him down after he makes the catch. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quarterback will audible. Trying to find his man on first down. Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll run the toss. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Timeout called by the offense, 29 seconds left on the clock.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Going up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The play action fake. Buys a little extra time. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Fires it. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.